Donald Trump appears to have pressured Jeff Bezos and his company Amazon into investing a massive $40 million in a documentary centered on what many view as the most unremarkable First Lady of recent times. Predictably, the first signs point to this being a significant commercial disappointment. I'll walk you through everything we know right now. Hello, everyone. I'm Dan. If this is your first time here on Occupy Democrats, please take a moment to subscribe so you stay updated on all our coverage of the Trump network of influence, disorder, and pressure tactics. Let's start by looking at the trailer's content. The people behind this project seem to be preemptively addressing criticism by urging everyone to refer to it as a film rather than a traditional documentary. Yet the enormous $40 million price tag only makes the whole effort seem even more misguided. The trailer includes lines like someone inviting attendance at a wedding, followed by a statement about her greatest achievement being that of a peacemaker. There's mention of fire and beauty working side by side and collaborating with aligned leaders to amplify a message. Questions arise about safety with assurances given. Then it shifts to a greeting. Hello, Mr. President. Congratulations. Did you catch it? No, I haven't. I'll catch glimpses through news coverage. Personally, I find it frustrating in theaters when viewers pull out phones to check messages or browse feeds during a screening. But in this case, I'd understand completely if someone couldn't help themselves. This project looks like a real letdown. Now, what evidence suggests this is shaping up as a major failure? Reports from the Daily Beast indicate that staff under Jeff Bezos have received instructions to boost support for Melania's faltering project. The piece describes how the billionaire is deploying resources to rescue First Lady Melania Trump's underperforming film. Amazon MGM Studios picked up this $40 million personal endeavor, but early ticket numbers remain weak as the theatrical launch approaches. Beyond the substantial payment for rights, widely interpreted as an effort to plate President Donald Trump, Amazon has allocated an additional $35 million for promotion and distribution, planning screenings in over 1,400 locations across 27 nations prior to its streaming debut, per Puck reporting. Despite this investment, forecasts estimate only around $5 million in domestic earnings for the opening weekend. Online platforms are filled with clips showing theater crowds in major cities reacting negatively, booing the preview when it appears before other films. To build momentum, Amazon is organizing special premiere gatherings in close to 24 U.S. cities on January 29th, just ahead of the wider release the following day. Fox News Digital notes that company leaders are attending these events as a visible show of backing. The outlet also points out that Amazon chose not to screen the film for reviewers in advance, sharing only that it tracks the First Lady across the roughly 3 weeks before Trump's second term begins. Her representative, Mark Beckman, explained to Fox that the focus is on the personal preparations a First Lady handles for her household amid the professional demands of resuming White House duties. Interestingly, Melania has not resided in the White House itself and is said to remain primarily at a residence within the Mar-a-Lago property in Palm Beach, Florida, where she established her main home back in October 2025. The Daily Beast article highlights that Brett Ratner, known for directing Rush Hour, led the production. He has faced multiple accusations of inappropriate behavior from women, though he has rejected those claims. More recently in December, a photograph connected to the Epstein documents surfaced, showing him in that context. Those are the main points from Jana Brancalini's reporting. For the complete article, head over to dailybeast.com. Hollywood commentator Rob Shooter shared similar insights earlier on his Substack platform. In an exclusive, he described the Melania Trump documentary as facing serious challenges. Advanced ticket purchases are far below expectations and failing to attract the anticipated crowds. The film, under Brett Ratner's direction and scheduled to debut January 30th at the Kennedy Center, is encountering major obstacles right from the start. Sales are described as poor. In New York, just a few seats are reserved. The situation in Palm Beach looks equally bleak. Even in areas strongly supportive of Trump, venues are seeing almost no foot traffic. People familiar with the project say the $40 million effort from Amazon MGM aimed to highlight the First Lady's experiences and personal path, but public enthusiasm has stayed tepid, sparking worries that the debut might fall flat. The company anticipated strong attendance, but that interest simply isn't showing up yet, according to one contact. They might even decide to withhold precise box office data if results come in below projections. Even those on the supportive side acknowledge the steep challenge ahead. One observer noted, It's a prominent undertaking, but strong promotion doesn't guarantee people will actually purchase tickets. Curiosity exists, yet it hasn't driven a rush to buy seats. As the January 30th date draws closer, attention turns to the Kennedy Center event and whether the project can convert mild interest into real turnout or if seats will stay noticeably vacant. The Kennedy Center has already dealt with enough controversy lately. During Trump's initial presidency, Melania largely stayed out of the public eye. Coming from another country, she appeared uneasy in the role of First Lady, particularly given her limited comfort with English at the time. Added to that was the frequent discomfort from her husband's public statements and decisions. With his political chapter winding down in some ways, she's now focusing on her independent path, establishing a personal identity. In my view, this production will fade quickly from view, and she'll likely channel those funds into items like scented products, fragrances, or similar merchandise her marketing group develops. She transitioned from a reserved position in the spotlight to an active promoter under her husband's influence. To give her credit, she's transforming a low-key image into something marketable that certain followers will keep supporting well beyond Trump's time in the forefront.